Right, hi everyone, welcome to a series of tutorials on how to set up virtual machines. This is tutorial 1 of 3 on Hyper-V, which is a software integrated in Windows which you can make virtual machines from without any additional software. So I'm just going to get straight into it. To set up Hyper-V, what we're going to need to do is just come to the Start menu, and it's the same if you don't have Classic Shell installed, and in here you're just going to type Enable, and then you should see Turn Windows Features On or Off. So we're just going to click on that. It should come up with this box here. We're just going to come down here and expand Hyper-V, and we're going to check both of these boxes. Then after we check those boxes, we're just going to press OK, and it's then going to say this. It's going to apply the changes, and it's going to search for required files and whatever. We're just going to let this run through. Then you're going to need to restart your desktop, so I'm just going to stop recording, and I'm going to restart the computer, and I'll be back once the computer has restarted. Okay, now the computer has restarted. You shouldn't notice any difference. There won't be any new shortcuts on your desktop or anything. So all we're going to need to do is come down to the Start menu and type Hyper-V. And you can see here we've got Hyper-V Manager, so we're just going to open that. And you can see it will come up with your computer name, so we're just going to click on that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to need to download a virtual machine file or an ISO image, depends on which you want to do. I'm going to show you how to download for free a copy of Windows, completely legally, off Microsoft's own website. So we're just going to open up a web browser, and we're going to head over to this website, which I'm going to link in the description. And you can see here under Virtual Machine, we're going to drop down this menu, and we're going to select a version of Windows that you'd like. I'm going to use Windows 10 Stable. And here we can see Select Platform. We're going to drop down this menu and select Hyper-V Windows. Scroll down and press Download Zip. We're just going to save that to the desktop. And we're just going to let this download. It may take a while depending on how fast your internet speed is. You can see it is around 4 GB, so we're just going to let that finish downloading, and I'll be back once it's finished. Okay, and you can see that the download is now finished, so we're just going to double click on it, and it should open a Windows Explorer folder. What we're going to do now, since we downloaded it to the desktop, we're just going to click on it, right click, and we're going to go to Extract to MS Edge Win 10 RS1 Hyper-V. And if you've got WinRAR like I have, it should just extract. If you haven't got WinRAR, just press Extract All or download WinRAR. And now the extraction process is finished, we can close out the zip file and double click on the extracted folder, and you can see we've got 2 folders in here. We're just going to go over to Hyper-V here and press Import Virtual Machine, and then we just need to press Next, Locate Folder. So we're just going to go to Browse, then go to the desktop, and then we're going to go to the folder of the VM and select Folder, Next, and then you can see it does detect the virtual machine, and then press Next. Then what we're going to do is just leave it as the first option and go Next. It's just gonna hang for a minute, and then it's going to say loading configuration. It's going to say that it couldn't connect to the internet. That's not a problem. I'm going to show you how to fix this right now. Just press Next and finish. What we're going to do then is go to Virtual Switch Manager, New Virtual Switch. We're just going to go to Create Virtual Switch, and we can name it what we like. I'm just going to leave it as New Virtual Switch and press Apply. Then press Yes. It may disrupt network connectivity while you do that, but just let it go through. And then press OK. Then what we're going to do, we're going to right click on the virtual machine, go to Settings, then Network Adapter, Virtual Switch, New Virtual Switch, and then just press OK. Then we can right click on the virtual machine, go to Connect, and we can just go to Action, Start, or you can do Control S. If we minimize out of each and everything, it should start the virtual machine. As you can see, we've got the Windows boot animation here, and just press Connect. And you can see we are now at the Windows lock screen, so we're just going to click on it, and it will ask you for a password. The password is this, as you can see here. So we're just going to type that into the password box, and it should log us into the virtual machine's desktop. And you can see now we are at the Windows desktop. I do recommend changing the background, but we're not going to be able to do that with the personalization, so we're just going to go into a browser. I'm just going to change it in this instance to a plain black background, so I'm just going to literally type in black, and I'm just going to set the plain black background as the desktop background. And there we go, we do have a virtual machine ready to use. One thing I recommend before you let any scammers connect is just syskeying the VM yourself. So just go into the run box and type in syskey, and go to update, password startup, and just type in a password so the scammer can't syskey it themselves, and you shouldn't have to do snapshots and everything. That is about it for this video. Please look out for more videos coming on how to make more virtual machines with both VMware Workstation and VirtualBox. Those tutorials will be coming in the next couple of days. Thanks very much for watching. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.